Hey guys, it's Taylor Ann from Little Creative Life, and today I thought I would just turn on the camera and we can do some Hobonichi journaling. I hope that's okay. I'm kind of behind. I've been so busy these last 2 months. Pretty much since the start of July, I've been behind and I just want to catch up. I printed off a bunch of pictures and I thought we could just put them in my Hobonichi together today. Probably gonna keep it pretty simple, but we'll see. So I'm just gonna start, by cutting out all these little pictures really fast. So I get all of my pictures cut out and I just printed them right off of my computer. So I uploaded them from my phone to the computer, then I printed them off. It was a whole pain in the butt, but I didn't want to print off a million little Sprocket prints because that would be more expensive. I think it turned out cute and it's just in my journal and I was trying to catch up. So printing a big batch was a little bit easier. I didn't have to print like a million small ones. So I just kind of messed with the placement. I was really indecisive and I don't add photos to my Hobonichi that often. So I kind of was indecisive to start with, but eventually I just go with it and I just get all the stuff in here. Normally, my daily journaling is really ugly anyways, so there's not a lot of pressure for this to look like Instagram worthy. It's just getting my memories and getting the ephemera down onto the page so that I can look back and remember like all the happy times. So I start with these pictures from my birthday party. My friend and I have birthdays that are like a few days apart and we're the same age, so we had a combined birthday party at this restaurant. It was really nice. They have a back patio area that like opens up to the forest and they have these really pretty lights. We had fun balloons and there was food and drinks and it was just lots of fun. So I wrote good friends and good times, and then I add a bunch of these happy planner stickers that I've had forever, and they're really pretty because they're kind of like gold foil and like pinks and all of the colors that were from the photos, like from the party. So it was perfect. And I was really happy because I used up most of these stickers that I have had in my collection forever. And I'll probably just do some journaling on the kind of left of that tall skinny photo in that blank area. I didn't do it on camera. I didn't do a lot of journaling on camera because I felt like that might be boring. And since I'm filming and editing on my iPhone, I can't control as much of the speed and I can't edit as much of the the boring writing parts out, so I just didn't film it at all. And my handwriting's messy. It's normally just gibberish journaling. That's kind of hard to say. Gibberish journaling. So I just didn't include it on the video, but I did include kind of all the fun decorating parts, like all the fun pictures. These are pictures from my actual birthday. We went to a rose garden and hung out downtown, and then I hung out with my cousin and we started painting this mural. And I kind of do, I don't know if I show it, but I should, the mural in this video. I know I've shown it on Instagram, so you can go check it out over there. It turned out really cool, and it was really fun, but we started on my actual birthday. So I just have some pictures in here from stuff that we did. We went to a candy store and bought so much taffy. It was dangerous. And this video I'm going to kind of jump around a little bit because I have so much catching up to do. I've kind of done a little bit on each page, but as you can see, there's still a lot left to do. Pretty much since the beginning of August, I think now it's almost the end of August, I have been behind in my journal just because I've been so busy. But I'm going to try and keep up to date. I have a little bit more, and then I am completely caught up. And hopefully I will stay caught up. Hopefully. So this is a page from our day trip to San Francisco. I just added some pictures on the pamphlet, and I included a pocket on this page because I have so much stuff from the day, and I took so many pictures. It was such a fun day. My cousin and I just kind of randomly decided to go to the Botanical Gardens because they have free entry every second Tuesday of the month. I believe that is correct information. So we went down there and hung out in the Botanical Gardens and hung out in San Francisco. So I had lots of pictures and lots of little business cards and like stuff that I collected throughout the day. So I put it in this rainbow pocket, and eventually I'm gonna write out San Francisco and do like a rainbow watercolor. It's gonna look so cool. I'm kind of proud of it. But I did add some pictures from the Botanical Garden. The flowers were in bloom, and there was this really cool like balanced rock little forested area. So I don't know, it was just so much fun, and I loved the Botanical Gardens. It was gorgeous. This is where I think it says free to all every day, 7:30 to 9, and all day the second Tuesday of every month, if you want to go to the San Francisco Botanical Gardens for free. And I totally suggest it. It's beautiful. You can picnic in there, and there's so many little paths to go down, and beautiful, beautiful flowers and trees and everything. It's just magical. And then you can kind of hang out in San Francisco like we did. It was fun. What did we do? We went down to the beach and to the pier, went kind of shopping a little bit, like window shopping, got some Starbucks, and then went to like the vintage arcade, back to the beach. It was just so much fun. So fun little day trip, and I have so many pictures, so I just put them all in here. I printed an extra one, and I'm going to send it to my grandma to tell her about my day trip, and it's so cute. She wrote me a beautiful letter, and I wanted to send her something back, so I was kind of happy that I had an extra print and I could share one with her. So I just put all of my kind of ephemera, like there's more pictures. I have so many pictures of Sabrina and I, and just throughout the day. So I put them back to back and added some washi tape. I love this black and white thin washi tape. I use it pretty much on everything. But I just put all of the photos and all of the stuff from the day in that little rainbow pocket, which is gorgeous. It's from SURPRZ, and I will have the link for pretty much everything in the description if you want to check them out. This was from the August like mermaid kit. I've been so busy, I haven't really had much time to play with it, but I just thought it was perfect because it was rainbow and it was San Francisco. So I put all of my fun day trip stuff in there, and I'm just gonna, I don't know, hopefully move on to another page. I don't feel like I actually got that much done today. There's still more to do, but oh, I had one little extra picture from the vintage arcade down on the pier, and I didn't know if I just wanted to put it in right on the back or what, but I decided to put it on a journaling card, and then I can write out all of the fun stuff that we did that day. So I took that little heart journaling card and put my skee ball photo on there. I love skee ball. I'll play that at any arcade. So I put it on there, added some washi tape, and then I was able to journal on the back and date stamp it. More of this black and white washi tape. I think I also end up rounding the corners of this card. I don't know why, because nothing else is rounded, but I just thought those corners looked too sharp, so it's just more cute this way. And then, like I said, I can journal on the back of all the fun stuff that we ended up doing that day. It was just a really awesome little day trip. And this is kind of where I talk about the chicken coop. We painted this beautiful mandala circle mural on the chicken coop, and then I painted a little fresh squeezed butt nuggets sign for inside the chicken coop, and I redid the chicken wire, added more roofing, redid the roofing on the main part, so they got kind of a chicken coop upgrade. This whole week it took me a really long time because I was also crafting and working, but it was really fun, and I love how the mural turned out, and it was so much fun because I got to do it with my cousin, and that's kind of what I journal about. Eventually, like I said, I try not to do journaling in the video. Here I'm just doing kind of my go-to hand lettering, and it's just kind of a block lettering. I'll rough it out in pencil and then go over it in pen, fill it with color, and then I'll go over it again in pen to clean up the lines and to make them darker. And that's kind of my go-to font, which I use a lot in my Hobonichi because it's fast, and if I do 2 colors, it looks really cool, and I end up doing 2 colored highlighters for the birthday part, and it looks so freaking cool. I love how it turned out. My book is so random, and it doesn't really have a cohesive feel. It's just like a bunch of stuff thrown into a journal, but I don't know, I kind of like it. And if I try and work with only the Hobonichi pen and a few supplies like watercolor and highlighters, then it kind of feels a little bit cohesive, even though there's lots of random stuff, lots of random colors. I kind of feel like it has a style. I couldn't remember what river we went rafting down, so I think I take a break and I come back a little bit later. I wasn't able to figure out what river we were on and added this picture. I just took a little screenshot of when I hit 2,000 subscribers or followers on Instagram, so that was kind of exciting, and I just wrote about it, how it's kind of a milestone. And I thought it was really cute, and thank you so much for everybody who follows me on Instagram. I also have a personal page, if you guys want to check it out. I'll have everything linked in the description. And like I said, just using a Hobonichi pen and a highlighter. This page just had notes on it, and they were kind of notes about Etsy and Instagram and just like social media, so I thought that picture went well there. And I have a little picture of one of my handmade tote bags that I took to the farmer's market, so I just drew a little frame around it because I actually ripped out a few pages. That's how far behind I was. I was like, I'm not even going to deal with these days. I just ripped them out. So on the bottom of one of the previous pages, I just journaled about Thursday, and I don't really care that it's on the actual Wednesday page. Whatever, I date stamped it. I know it's Thursdays. I know farmers markets are on Thursdays, and it was just really cute because my bag looks so cute amongst like all the organic tomatoes, and I just loved it. So I date stamped in some distress ink because I did stamping and kind of a little bit of distressing. I love vintage photo distress ink. I add it to all my junk journals, and lately I've been adding it to my Hobonichi and like stamping with it. I just really like how kind of like the sepia looks. So I let the pen dry a little bit, and then I go back in and I erase all the pencil, and then I can fill it with color. And I think I do a highlighter color just because it was kind of small and there was a lot of stuff already on the page. I didn't want to deal with watercolor and have it go everywhere on accident, just because everything was already on the page. So instead I just do highlighter, and I do yellow and pink highlighter, kind of like a two-tone effect, which is kind of my favorite thing to do because it's so easy, but it looks really cool. And this pink is so vibrant and liquid. It's just, it pops. It's so cool looking. It doesn't go with anything on the page, but it looks really cool. And it was my birthday, and I just wanted that to be obvious. So I think I just kind of finish up journaling about how it was really interesting collaborating on the shed and what we're going to do for the next project, or the shed is the next project, and it was really fun collaborating and just hanging out with my cousin when we were working on the chicken coop. So I printed out a photo of my new tattoo. That's why I'm wearing a long sleeve sweater, just so I can cover my tattoo, because I have the habit of like putting my forearm like leaning on my desk because I have a standing desk. So if I just put my arm down, it hurts less if I have a long sleeve shirt on and I don't get it in like paint and watercolor and whatever glue is on my desk. It's just covered. I love my new tattoo. I went to this new guy called Alex here in my area, and he did so awesome. It's another rose. I think I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 roses on me now. That's crazy. And I just printed the little photo that he took, because I can't take a photo. It's kind of on the bottom of my forearm. It's a really awkward place for me to photograph. So he did an awesome job. I printed his photo out, put it on a little journaling card, and I'm just going to use that as a tip-in because I already did all of my ugly journaling, as you can see from the day before, or the actual day, and I didn't want to cover any of that journaling. Not that it's particularly important, I just didn't want to cover it. So I'm gonna just tip in this little journaling card, add some washi tape. As I'm speaking, it is Friday the 24th, so I will do this page when I get home from work tonight, probably after this video uploads. And I can show it in my flip through. I might do a 3-month flip through video in the future, not positive. For this page, it was about a week or 2 ago, and I have no clue what happened on that day. It's just blank. There's a little bit of washi tape on it, but it's pretty much just blank. And I wanted to keep it simple. So I went and pulled out one of the newest editions of Daphne's diary. It's so beautiful. It's so cute. I love all the images. I'm pretty sad because I think it's my last edition. I think I'm gonna resubscribe to it. I just haven't pulled the trigger yet. Because they're such beautiful magazines, and I just cut out a few of the images that kind of went with my colors. I didn't really have any colors, but they all went together, and I just collaged them all on a page and wrote about getting my new Daphne's diary and if I was going to continue my subscription. Like I said, I probably will. The magazine is beautiful. It has so much inspiration with all of its like beautiful images. It has crafts that you can do, and it's just beautiful paper that you can use in your crafting and get inspiration from. So you can see I've been using my Hobonichi a lot for notes, a lot of notes and like ugly journaling, just getting ideas out, because I've been so busy. I've just needed somewhere to write and to make a list, and that's kind of what's cool about the Hobonichi, because it can be whatever you want. It can be as simple as making lists, or it can be as extra as like washi tape and full-on collage or full-on watercolor. it's completely up to you. So it is accommodating to every style, and you can change your style every single day. It's a blank page. You can do whatever you want, and I really like that. Plus, I like having the room to journal if I need to, because journaling has become such a therapeutic experience, or like such a release for me, that it helps just to get all of the junk out of my head and all of the memories out of my head and down onto paper, so I can look back at them and reflect on them. If they're like junk and just thoughts in my head or ideas, then I can see what I was thinking, refine it, and work towards my goals. Also, I have my goals written down here, I think on the left side of the page. After I'm done with this watercolor, I'm gonna make a little goals list, but I freaking love how this watercolor turned out. It was so cute. I was nervous about it just because of the rainbow effect that I wanted to do, but oh, I'm showing you my cute little bag that my aunt got me for my birthday. I love it so much, and I keep all of my supplies in there now, and I throw it into my bag and take it with me. So I love it so much. I just wanted to share kind of how I did this. I do my normal block letters. I wanted to try and make it a little bit nicer, just because I knew it was going to be really pretty if I took my time. So I did my letters in pencil first, and I just sketched them out, and I try and keep them even and evenly spaced, but I do go through it pretty quickly. I'm not too upset about it because, like I said, I have a new page tomorrow to mess up on and to try again if this one doesn't work. So I just enjoy the process of doing this quick lettering, and it was really actually fun doing the watercolor because I don't watercolor enough. I do a lot of like messy background kind of colors, but not enough like coloring, if that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but oh well. Who else has problems with S's? And I don't know why, but also C, the letter C, when I try and letter it, I also have problems with. So I'm glad I did it in pencil first, because I was able to go back in and fix all of my mistakes, kind of resize my letters. You can definitely tell when I just rush through stuff and when I take my time and I sketch it out, because it really affects the end result. I was pretty pleased with the Smashbook pen. It's kind of like a felt tip, very fine line, but the ink is very black and it was waterproof. So that's what I did all of my lining in for like this watercolor or this block lettering. Either that or the Hobonichi pen, because that's just like a regular ballpoint pen and it doesn't really bleed when you add watercolor over it. Like, it gets a little bit faint and a little bit less crisp, but it doesn't bleed. And I think I'm gonna let that pen dry. I don't wanna just go over it with eraser right now in case the black ink smudges. So I'm gonna move on to a different page and glue down this, I don't know, man from, I found him in a Daphne's Diary. Like, I found him in the Daphne's Diary magazine, and I just thought he was so cute, and I love the yellow and the black and white. So I tore him out, and I'm just gonna glue him and trim him to fit into my Hobonichi. And it takes up a lot of space because at this point, this was the end of July, I think. It was a really long time ago. I have no clue what happened on the 31st of July. It's just a blank page, and I can't tear it out because there's something on the back, and I can't glue it shut because there's already something on the next page. So I decided to collage on it instead with these beautiful images from Daphne's Diary. I think there's a article. I haven't read it yet. I've just cut apart the magazine so far. I haven't read anything. I think there's an article about pets, and there's a beautiful, super cute image that says like National Pet Day, and it has cute little puppy and cute little kitty on it. So I'm definitely gonna use those cute little puppies and kitties in a project coming up here soon. So I just collaged in here, and then in that big open space I kind of did a little bit of hand lettering. I kept it really easy and minimal because I was not about to deal with doing more lettering. And I also added some distressing, which looks so cool with the yellow kind of background and with the page next to it, because it has those like craft colored little ATC coins, and those are the ATC coins that I have up in my Etsy store if you guys want to check them out. And they're just printed on craft paper. It's the black and white version, which comes in the download, like the instant download off Etsy. It's the black and white version printed on craft paper, and then I just drew little circles around them. And on this page I'm going to write must love dogs and do a little bit of watercoloring, but I think I come back to that at the end. For now, I'm gonna move on to another page. The pink highlighter has finally dried, so the last step when I do this block lettering is to go back over it with another outline to kind of clean up any color that may have gotten out of the lines, because I'm not usually very precise, and to just make the line darker and clean it up a little bit. So that was cool. I really like how that birthday page came out, especially the photos that are under that little Candy Heaven postcard. And now that the pen has dried, the Smashbook pen was completely dry, I wasn't worried about it smudging. I went in and just erased all of the pencil lines so that I could do some watercoloring. And I like to erase the pencil before the watercolor, because if you watercolor over the pencil, sometimes it won't erase and you can still see it, which is not the best look. It doesn't really matter, but I just try and erase it before I watercolor. On the back, you can see that was a zebra card that was sent to me, my aunt. It was her birthday card, and it was so cute, so I saved it. And it's so awesome. I had to put it in my journal. And here's where I start the watercolor. It takes forever, not gonna lie, but it was fun. I tried to keep it like the washi tape that's up on the top. I want to say that washi tape is from Simply Gilded, but I could be completely wrong. It's just rainbow washi tape, and it's beautiful, and it matched the rainbow pocket from SURPRZ. So I just tried to have my watercolor match and do kind of like a rainbow fade effect and do color mixing a little bit inside of the letters. So it was just really fun, and I got to use my Jane Davenport watercolors, which is always fun, especially this yellow color. I think it's called Buzz, and it's just the most beautiful, vibrant yellow, and I love it. I hadn't been to the Bay Area in a really long time, so it was kind of fun just to get out of town and go to one of the most world famous cities. It's only about 2 hours away from where I live, so I definitely don't go down there as much as I should and enjoy it because it's such a fun city, and I had a blast. We did drive through like the Rainbow Street, I think it's Castro, but we didn't really walk around because we were on our way to the pier, but it was fun either way, and rainbows are just beautiful and happy, and it was a fun technique, this like watercolor rainbow technique. I would encourage you to like give it a try or something. Mine, you can see, didn't turn out wonderful. That's kind of going outside of the lines, but I think when I go back over it, it will look a little bit better. And it was still fun. It still looks really cool in my journal, and I love it. So for the Monday before, I don't think I really did anything. I knew we were going to San Francisco the next day, so I just did chores and housework and got everything caught up so I could go on a little day trip, mini vacation down to the city. So I didn't really have much to write about. It was just a blank page. So I decided to finally pull out my August surprise stickers. They were mermaid themed, how cute. And I wrote down little bullet points about my ideas, my dreams, and my plans. And these are stickers that came in the kit, and you can see the kit kind of surrounding it. It's just so cute. The colors are like oranges and blues and greens and just very nautical, or not nautical, but very mermaid. And it's just so cute. I can't believe I haven't had time to play with it, but now I have used it. Like I said, the rainbow pocket on the San Francisco page is from the kit, and then those stickers on the left-hand side are from the kit as well, and I just did journaling in there. And now that the watercolor is dry on the right-hand side, I'm just going to put the stuff back in the pockets. I do need to go back and outline the San Francisco, but I'm just seeing how everything looks in the pockets, and it looks so cute, especially with the rainbow and the rainbow and the rainbow. I just love it. So I put everything kind of back together. I have the flip on the other side. And this is where I outline it really fast. And I think that helps clean it up a little bit and make it stand out, and it just looks so cool. I like how this turned out in my journal. And I ended up randomly gluing this extra collage piece down on Sunday. So now I have kind of a start for Sunday. It's going to be a relaxing day because I know Saturday is going to be an extremely long day at work and it's going to be busy. So I'm hopefully just going to relax on Sunday, maybe do some journaling, or just sleep. Who knows? I can pencil in Sunday, so maybe I can do some hand lettering up there. Who knows? We'll see what happens on Sunday. And I still have so much space left, a lot of blank spot left to work in, so I don't feel like I did that much, which sucks. But I decide that the last thing I'm gonna do today is finish up what I started here that says must love dogs, just because there's these little puppies from the Daphne's Diary magazine. I should have done like must love animals, because seriously, I love all animals, and he's also holding like a little bird, so I kind of feel bad for leaving out the bird. I'm like, must love dogs, but not birds. So I just kind of did a quick little sketch, or not sketch, but quick little script, and then faux calligraphy made it a little bit nicer, and then colored it with more of the Jane Davenport watercolor, and I used the yellow Buzz color again because, like I said, it's my favorite. It's so bright and beautiful and vibrant. I find any excuse to use it. And I was smart this time. I sketched it out in pencil, and I took my time and used the Hobonichi grid because there's actually a grid on the Hobonichi paper to line up my letters and to space them out, make them even and the right thickness. I actually used the little grid boxes, so I think that's why my hand lettering, it didn't turn out perfect, but it turned out at least a little bit better than it normally does when I just kind of rush through it or if I don't sketch it out. And I was really impressed with the Smashbook pen. It didn't smear or smudge. I pretty much erased it right after I wrote it. It didn't smear, and it was waterproof, so I don't even know if they make these anymore because the Smashbooks were so long ago. I don't even know how this pen is still alive and still impressing me. So I pretty much had to empty out my water brush, and I didn't want to go get more water because I was lazy and I just wanted to finish this. I think I was journaling. I had about 80 minutes of footage, so I was probably journaling for about an hour and a half. And I'm ready to be finished. I'm ready to go to work. Hopefully I will have an easy shift at work. I doubt it, but hopefully. We'll see. But yeah, I think this is one of the last things I do in this video, so I just want to say thank you so much, so much for hanging out with me. This is just kind of a little chatty Hobonichi video, art journal-ish. I don't know, creative journaling? What's the difference? Does it matter? I don't think so. I just want to say thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I will have all of the links and everything if you want to find some more of me, find my Etsy, whatever. All the information will be in the description along with Amazon links, all the information. Check down there. Leave me a comment, leave me a thumbs up if you like this video, and let me know what you guys want to see next. Bye guys!